young boss of the cross for 4 quarters. And from 3-point land, he's all water. Matter of fact, call him the king. The way he breaks down the defense is like he got the ball on the string.
This reaction video, I'll be reacting to ball handling in 1946. It's crazy how the game evolutionized from back then to nowadays. The quality is crazy.
Basketball was originated in America in 1891 and has taken tremendous strides. Careful study of the basic skills involved and good teaching of basketball fundamentals have been largely responsible for its
This is real basketball because this is a lot of passing. This is how basketball is supposed to be played.
One of the most important of these fundamentals is ball
Why is the hoop
handling.
so small?
It involves catching the ball, holding it, passing, faking, feinting,
This is good basketball
dribbling
right
the
here.
ball, and shooting.
I remember seeing a comment, what if Russell Westbrook played in this era? He would have dominated, about the same time he'd be like getting a lot of calls. But you also have to respect these guys because these are the guys that are like what created like Kobe and like Jordan and those people, because it all came from this.
This planned offensive action combines all these skills and shows the effectiveness of good ball handling. The man with the ball, number 8, fakes to number 34, but passes to number 12. 8 cuts by him, screening the play.
Nowadays, it's way more dynamic.
12 bounces the ball once and passes to 34, who fakes a return pass, but instead gives the ball to number 8 for a shot at the basket.
This is great basketball. A lot of passing and just good calls.
Let's begin with one of the most important fundamentals in basketball. How to hold the ball. Notice that the ball is gripped at the side with the seams running from hand to hand and the valve up. The fingers are widespread and the thumbs point in toward each other. The palms do not touch the ball. This technique of holding the ball is known as fingertip control.
I gotta add that in my bag.
Here is a simple drill which will help players learn the correct grip and fingertip control. Constant practice makes the action second nature. This spinning the ball exercise accomplishes 2 important things. It helps to improve control, and constant practice accustoms the player to the feel of the ball.
That's true. It can help with like the feel of the ball, so you're more used to it too.
The natural axis for most players is a line perpendicular to that of the valve. The player learns to feel the seams with his fingers and to make adjustments almost automatically.
Yeah, also like when you're catching the ball, to put your fingers in the seam so then like you have a better release.
Notice how this player, preparing to shoot, adjusts the ball in his hands with little effort.
That shooting
The
form
next
is crazy.
step is to learn
It's
to
like they're
catch the ball
chucking it.
properly. And an important rule about catching the ball is always come to meet a pass. Stance, too, is important. In meeting the ball, have one foot well ahead of the other. This stance gives good balance and body control. The width of the stance depends upon the stature of the individual. It should be wide enough to ensure a firm, secure base and close enough to permit movement in any direction without loss of time.
We also have the
This
triple
player
threat
is
for
now
that
ready
nowadays.
for whatever
though.
situation may arise. He has a good firm base and at the same time can move quickly in any direction. A split-second delay may mean the loss of an opportunity to score a basket. Here he plays it right, avoids his opponent, shoots, and scores.
Money.
Since shooting stance is so important, let's analyze it in detail. The knees are slightly bent to aid in the throw.
Imagine
and provide
playing
balance
basketball in those
control
shoes.
for quick change of movement. The body is bent slightly forward at the hips. This is another important factor of balance.
Mad props to those who played basketball in those, because like I feel like you would like twist your ankle so many times, have so many feet injuries. It was just probably not a good time. But nowadays, like if you played in those, it'd really hurt. Not as much back then, because back then you weren't doing as dynamic plays as you are today.
The head is held erect to ensure a complete view. Note that this is contrary to the bent position of the knee and body. When catching the ball, the player's view must be unhampered. Interference with vision may cause a fumble. In this view of the proper position for catching a ball above the waist, notice the elbows. Even though the arms are extended to meet the ball, the elbows remain slightly flexed. This provides flexibility and permits giving with the ball. The give will prevent the shock from being transmitted to the body. The fingers and wrists act as additional springs in absorbing shock. If any part, arms, elbows, wrists, or
I feel like it's just crazy even being able to watch this footage, cause all the way like back then, crazy how the game like evolved.
Our fingers are held rigidly, the ball will bounce from the hands. Notice the relaxation and rhythm of catching the ball. The hands are held in a cup position, fingers outstretched, thumbs pointed in toward each other.
He looks like Jerry
while they
West.
act as a stop for the flight of the ball, with the fingers, wrists, and arms giving slightly. All this enables the player to have immediate control of the ball and to proceed instantly with dribbling, passing to a teammate, receiving it, or shooting for the basket.
Getting advice from like back then is probably like
An
so
ability to handle
legendary.
the ball with one hand is essential to good performance. In one-handed action, you do not grip the ball, but control its balance on the fingers and thumb. Changing from the two-handed to the one-handed grip requires that the fingers be well spread, aiding the control of the ball. To use the one-handed grip successfully, it takes a lot of practice. More of the hand touches the ball than in the two-handed grip, but the ball leaves the hand under direct finger control. The hook grip is another method of handling the ball with one hand. The ball is cradled in a hook formed by the hand, wrist, fingers, and forearm.
Hook shot.
It can be rolled off with surprising force and control. Here we see the important fundamentals of ball handling. Constant practice in the basic skills shown in this film will develop in most players confidence, poise, and speed of action.
If you guys enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'm also going to be doing more like real life basketball videos, but if you guys enjoyed, leave a comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.